Singapore and Egypt have agreed to start free trade talks aimed at strengthening their relationship. Singapore President Tharman Shanmugaratnam says leaders in Cairo are eager to work more closely with Singapore, describing it as a new level of relationship. He made the remarks at the end of his state visit to Egypt, his first official trip to the Middle East. Nicolas Ng reports from Cairo.
It was about building relationships and laying the foundation for a shared future between Singapore and Egypt that led Singapore President Tharman Shanmugaratnam choose the country for his first Middle East state visit.
The discussions we had showed that we have a shared sense of strategic interests, a very strong commitment on the part of both countries to promoting interfaith harmony, a realization that we complement each other economically in many more ways than we've done before, and we're going to grow that economic complementarity.
Among the key outcomes, the two countries agreed to begin talks on a free trade agreement. Egypt is situated at a strategic crossroads. It straddles Europe, Africa and the Middle East, a particularly important trade in a world that's seen the global economic order erode. That location, its young population and large domestic market are some of Egypt's competitive advantages.
Singapore is not a competitor to Egypt. We produce components, intermediates of various forms that can feed into Egypt's export industries. And to grow, Egypt will have to export. It'll have to become an export powerhouse.
Beyond commerce, President Tharman met both Muslim and Christian religious leaders, including a visit to St. Mark's Cathedral and Al-Azhar Mosque, which agreed to continue its deal ensuring overseas-trained Islamic religious teachers meet requirements to serve in Singapore.
But it's not just about Islam and it's not just about religious studies. Al-Azhar has also been a beacon in promoting tolerance and interfaith understanding. Likewise, the Coptic Church here has been working very closely with Al-Azhar. So they are role models in their own way.
The visit also deepened Singapore's ties with the Egyptian Red Crescent. President Tharman became the first head of state to visit its headquarters as Singapore handed over much-needed humanitarian aid.
And in fact, our ambassador in Egypt was one of the very first ambassadors to approach them at the very start of the conflict. So they value the relationship with us, and we certainly value the way they've helped us in taking aid across to help the Palestinian civilians in Gaza.
President Tharman summed up the visit as a clear sign of Singapore and Egypt's growing partnership, showing just how complementary the two nations can be. Nicolas Ng, Cairo, Egypt, CNA.